Hello, everyone. We are jumping on for my self-publishing Q&A live series where we go over my 52 weeks worth of strategies to write, publish, and sell your book in a year in 52 weeks. We are on week 49, which means that it is pre-order launch week. Congratulations for making it this far. Pour yourself a glass of bubbly and hold on for dear life because we are about to blast off. The pre-order launch is meant to be the soft launch that happens before the hard launch of your official publication date. And it is a time to, number one, pour on the love for your cheerleaders, and two, test your backend systems. By now, you should have some idea of who your best, loudest, and most enthusiastic supporters are, and this is the week that you want to mobilize them. Make a list of the top 10 or 12 people who are highly engaged and rooting for you from the peanut gallery. This is why we spend so many months leading up to launch, engaging in our marketing platforms, engaging with our communities, and building our audiences. We want to build our cheerleader team and generously pour in the love for our cheerleader team in order to mobilize them for launch. Whether they are friends, family, readers, fellow writers, colleagues, community members, bosses, employees, or neighbors, you've hopefully been feeding them tidbits, information, updates along the way, and inviting them into the writing room as you've been progressing through this entire year to further nurture that connection that you formed with them. From this list of 10 to 12, I want you to pick the top 3. These are the select trio that you will want to notify of the pre-order launch first so that they can test your systems and softwares. These are the people who absolutely adore you and will show up for you even if you have bedhead and are wearing a burlap sack. They are likely to be the ones who are the most understanding if your systems fail or mess up or there's some type of hiccup along the way. Once people start submitting pre-orders on your website, that's going to show where those hiccups, where those miscommunications, where those room for improvement items are. So these 3 people are going to test those systems first because they will be the most forgiving when things go wrong, if things go wrong. And then once those 3 orders are processed and showing up correctly, both on your end and their end, you are going to announce the pre-orders to that list of 10 to 12, that broader list of cheerleaders. This way you have time to catch any errors before they snowball out of control and affect a ton of orders. You will also want to ask this top dozen, the top 10 or 12, to share your pre-order launch with their friends, families, and connections. Give them very specific instructions to do so. This is sometimes called a brand ambassador program, which is a marketing campaign that puts your company's message in the hands of ambassadors with specific goals in mind, such as improving sales, cultivating a reputation, or building brand recognition. So use the plan, do, review framework to make things as clear as possible and provide them with cover art images, landscape, portrait, and square, your about me blurb, the short version, the 100 to 150 word description of your book, the condensed versions of your beta reader reviews, like those one-liners that we collected, and the pre-order page link on your website. So first, ask if your cheerleaders are going to be interested in sharing this information. You want consent first. If they say yes, send the information I mentioned. If they say no, offer them a pre-published social media post that they can reshare with one click. If they're a Facebook user, send them a Facebook post. If they're an Instagram user, send them an Instagram post. If they're a TikTok user, share a TikTok post with them. Don't make them scroll through their feeds to find your posts. Just send them the direct link that they can share with one click. I will emphasize again that this should all happen after you have confirmed that the pre-orders are showing up correctly on your end and their end, after you have tested your pre-orders with the select trio, with that select dozen. Your connections will likely be a lot less understanding if their credit card accidentally gets charged for $100. So catch those errors and make sure that your systems are working properly on the back end first, and then embark on your brand ambassador program. So your exercise for this week is to create lists of the top dozen and top 3 cheerleaders in your audience and start testing those pre-order systems. Then create some sort of brand ambassador program packet for your cheerleaders to share with their connections. If they say yes to it, if they say no, offer them that social media post that they can easily share with one click. We are explicitly and intentionally tapping into the power of word of mouth here. These types of personalized recommendations will go much further for you than spamming your social media feeds with conversion posts. And that's why we're starting the launch this way. You will be able to point to demonstrable sales success and show people that you've already started selling your book even before it was launched publicly. You have the evidence. You have seeded the tip jar. That is the ultimate proof of concept. So that's how we're soft launching this week. Next week, we're going to go into the hard launch countdown to the official publication date. Again, I went over in the last video how different pre-order strategies can achieve different goals depending on what your goal is for this particular book project. This particular pre-launch strategy is focused on making money sooner rather than later. And it's also focused on making our time and efforts more efficient and cutting down on the amount of time that we spend in the pre-order process. Some pre-order schedules last 3 to 6 months sometimes. That's typically how it goes in the traditional publishing world. But if you want speed, if you want efficiency, if you want to make sure that you are achieving your own personal goals in this, those strategies may look different. So with these strategies, we're focusing on making money sooner rather than later. And we're also focused on cutting down the amount of time that it takes to get your book out there and in the hands of paying readers. So stay tuned if you want more. And as always, if you have any specific questions, please do reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I'm rooting for you, and I'm so excited for you all. Take care.